Yes, good morning all. Today we people will discuss about the numerical problems of chapter motion. These are the in-text questions. The very first question is there. A farmer moves along the boundary of a square field of side 10 meters in 40 seconds. What will be the magnitude of displacement of the farmer at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds from his initial position? So, according to the question, I have considered a square field a, B, C, D having side 10 meters. Let the farmer is starting from point A. Clear? So, as according to the question, the farmer moves along a square field in 40 seconds. That means in 40 seconds, number of rounds is 1. That means he is starting from A and he is coming back to A in 40 seconds. So, in 1 second, number of rounds will be 1 by 40. They have given us the time 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So in this much amount of time, in 2 minutes and 20 seconds, that means in 140 seconds number of rounds will be 1 by 40 multiplied by 140. So after cutting, you people will get 7 by 2. That means 3.5 rounds. So 3.5 rounds. That means 3 full rounds and 1 half round. Full round means from A to again A, 1 round, then second round, then third round. It means half round will be from A to C. This will be the half round from A to C. So this means AC, this will be the displacement. And this is the initial position. This will be the final position after 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So here this is a right angle triangle, and what we people will do, we people will use Pythagoras theorem to find out AC. So how we can find it out? AC is equal to AB square plus BC square, square of 10 plus square of 10, that is 100 plus 100, that is 200, 2 into 100, that is 100 means 10 will be there, and root 2 is having value 1.414. So 10 multiplied by 1.414, we people will get 14.14 meter. Now second question is there. During an experiment, a signal from a spaceship reached the ground station in 5 minutes. What was the distance of spaceship from the ground station? If the signal travels at a speed of light, that is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So that means we have given with time taken by the signal to reach, that is 5 minutes. 5 into 60, that is 300 seconds. And speed of light is given, that is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. And with this speed of light, the signal is moving. So that means speed of light or the speed of signal, here we can say this is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. And we know that speed is distance over time taken. So that means distance will be speed multiplied by the time taken. So this is speed 3 into 10 to the power 8. Time taken is 300. Why 300? Because 5 minutes, 5 into 60, this is 300 seconds. So distance is always in meters. So 3 into 10 to the power 8, 3 into 10 to the power 2. 10 to the power 2 means 100. So base same, powers get added. 8 plus 2, this is 10 to the power 10. And 3 into 3, 9. So distance is 9 into 10 to the power 9 meters. Now next question is there. A bus decreases its speed from 80 km per hour to 60 km per hour in 5 seconds. Find the acceleration of the bus. Now see there, they are asking about the acceleration and they have written over the speed. It means we are going to consider this speed as velocity, and we have to consider that bus is moving in a straight line. Clear? So given speed of the bus, the initial speed of the bus is, let it be u. This is 80 km per hour. Now we have to convert this kilometer per hour into meter per second. So what we people will do? We people will multiply this 80 by 1000 by 3600. So after cutting, you people will get 200 by 9 meter per second. And the final speed that is given, it is 60 km per hour. So again we have to convert it into meter per second. After cutting, you people will get it is 150 by 9 meter per second. And the time taken is given, this is 5 seconds. So we know that acceleration is change in velocity by time taken. So value of v is 150 by 9 and value of u is 200 by 9 by time taken is 5 seconds. So by taking the LCM, we people will get this. 5 is already there, so 9 into 5. So 150 minus 200. This is minus 50 by 9 into 5. So this is 10. So after cutting, you people will get minus 10 by 9 meter per second square. So acceleration is, after dividing, this is minus 1.11 meter per second square. Now fourth question is there. A train starting from railway station and moving with uniform acceleration attains a speed of 40 km per hour in 10 minutes. Find its acceleration. Now we know that as the train is starting, it means initially the train was at rest. So it means the initial velocity of train will be 0. So final velocity, this is given over there. This is 40 km per hour. Again we have to convert it into meter per second. So multiply it by 1000 by 3600. So after dividing you will get, or after cutting you will get 100 by 9 meter per second. And time taken is given, this is 10 minutes. So 10 into 60 seconds, that is 600 seconds. And we know that acceleration is v minus ut, that is change in velocity by time taken. So therefore, by putting the values, we people will get v, that is 100 by 9 minus 0, this is initial velocity, by 600, this is the time taken. So again 100 by 9 into 600. By cutting, you people will get 1 by 54. By dividing, this will be equal to 0.0185 meter per second square, or approximately is equal to 0.02 meter per second square. Now next question is there. A bus starting from rest moves with the uniform acceleration of 0.1 meter per second square. For 2 minutes, find speed acquired and distance traveled. Basic thing is that we have to read the statement carefully. Here they have given us acceleration only and the time taken only. They haven't given us the velocity. So here what we people have to do, we know that initially the bus will be at rest. So that means initial velocity will be 0. And acceleration, this is given. Time taken is also given. So time taken is 2 minutes, 2 into 6, that is 120 seconds. Now we know that by using the relation, this is v is equal to u plus at. So here u is 0, a acceleration is 0.1 and time is 120 seconds. So multiply it, you people will get v is equal to 12 meter per second. Now second thing we have to find out, this is the distance traveled. We can find it by two methods. I will use both the methods. Let us see. First is s is equal to ut plus half at square. This is the position time relationship. So put the value of u is 0, t is 120, half, a is 0.1, t is 120. So after solving, you people will get 720 meters. Now second method is there. V square minus u square is equal to 2as. This is the position velocity relationship. So s will be v square minus u square by 2a. So v square of this minus 0 square. This is 2 into 0.1. So after solving, you people will again get 720 meters. Now keep one thing in your mind. If you people are provided with time, initial velocity and acceleration, then you can use this method. If you are having velocity and acceleration, then you can use this method. So simply there is a difference of time. So if time is given, then you can use this. If velocity is given, then you can use this. But if both are given, then you can use any method to find out the distance traveled. Now next question is, there a train is traveling at a speed of 90 km per hour. Brakes are applied so as to produce a uniform acceleration of minus 0.5 meter per second square. Find how far the train will go before it brought to rest. Clear? So it means given initial velocity of train is 90 km per hour. Why I am taking initial velocity? Because brakes are applied. After applying the brakes, the final velocity will be there. So it means this will be considered as initial velocity. So now again we have to convert it into meter per second. So multiply it by 1000 by 3600. After cutting, you people will get 25 meter per second. This will be the initial velocity, that is u. Now final velocity will be 0 because after applying the brakes, the train will stop. So acceleration, this is given, this is minus 0.5 meter per second square. Now we know that here I have used this formula because I am not having time at this time. So v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Time is not there. So I will put the values in this relation to find out s. So s says v square minus u square by 2a. So put the value of v is 0, u is 25 and 2 and acceleration is minus 0.5. So 25 into 25 and 2 into 0.5 is 1, minus minus get cancelled out. So 25 into 25 is 625 meters. So this will be the distance traveled. Now next question is there. A trolley while going down an inclined plane has acceleration of 2 centimeters per second square. What will be its velocity 3 seconds after the start? Now after the start, it means initially it was at rest. So its initial velocity will be 0. So acceleration is 2 centimeter per second square, converted into meters, divided by 100. You people will get 0.02 meter per second square. Time is given, that is 3 seconds. So as initially it was at rest, so u will be 0. So we people will use this formula over there to find out the velocity. V is equal to u plus 80. Now put the values over there and you will get the answer in meter per second. You can convert it into centimeters by multiplying it by 100. So this will be your answer. Now next question is there. A racing car has a uniform acceleration of 4 meter per second square. But distance will it cover in 10 seconds after the start? So initially it means again the car will be at rest, so initial velocity will be 0. Now given the acceleration is 4 meter per second square and the time taken is 10 seconds. So the distance covered, here time is given, acceleration is given and initial velocity is there with me. So I will use this formula to find out distance covered. So s is equal to ut plus half at square. So put the values over there. U is 0, t is 10, half is 4, t is 10. So after cutting you people will get 200 meters. So this will be the answer. Now the last syntax question is there. A stone is thrown in a vertically upward direction with a velocity of 5 meter per second. If the acceleration of the stone during its motion is 10 meter per second square in downward direction. Here they have given the direction. So what will be the height attained by the stone? How much time will it take to reach there? See, this question you will also get in chapter gravitation. So let us see how we can do it. So given initial velocity of stone with which it was thrown, this is 5 meter per second. Now acceleration in upward direction, this will be negative. Here they have given acceleration in downward direction. So when we have changed the direction, we have to change its sign also, because we know that it's a vector quantity. Clear? So vector quantity depends on direction, and if its direction is changed, so sign will be people have to change. This will be a is equal to minus 10 meter per second square. So when the stone will be at maximum height, its final velocity will be 0, because it will stop after attaining the maximum height. It will stop there for fraction of seconds, so its final velocity will be 0. So therefore height attained will be, this will be equal to the distance covered, that will be equal to s, and we can find out s by using this formula. S is equal to v square minus u square by 2a. So put the values over there. V final velocity is 0, initial velocity is 5, acceleration is minus 10, so minus minus get cancelled, and we people will get after cutting 5 by 4 meters, that is 1.25 meters. So these are the in-text questions of NCERT of 9th grade. Thank you.